brothers and sisters, today I present you one of my latest addition to my collection, and if you are planning to buy a Patek Philippe Nautilus or even an Aquanaut or an Alpi Royal Oak on double or triple price of the retail price, because all we know you won't be able to buy on retail any of these two iconic, highly hyped pieces of the modern era. So nowadays I strongly suggest to take a look and consider about buying a Girard-Perregaux, I hope I pronounce it well, a Girard-Perregaux Laureato, because this model is amazing. So let's start with the unboxing. The watch is from 2020, so this is not even a year old timepiece, with still got a 4.5-year warranty, so it's nearly a new watch, but of course it is already worn, and as you see there are some little dirt on the boxes. But the first thing you will realize, the outer paper box is covered with very soft and very great to touch leather. This is something super cool. So the first impression of this watch is outer paper box with leather covering, really high quality leather, great to touch. I like touching this, so this is cool. You see the GP, this is the logo or trademark of the Girard-Perregaux brand, and I hope I will pronounce it well, Autoroger Sich Depush or something like that. And you see the birth date of the brand is 1791, so the Girard-Perregaux is exactly 230 years old in 2010. So this is a very nice and cool and long history and a very beautiful birthday. Open the wooden, or we can say leather box. This is a huge box, by the way. As you see, this is very big, and inside we find a beautiful wooden box. I really like that box, a beautiful wooden box with engraving GP and Girard-Perregaux and the Autoroger and date, of course. If we move out this box, you see the dome part of the box, and the upper part is a different color. Very nice and very cool. And here we got a nice pusher. What we do, we will open the box, but first let's check the booklet. We find it here inside in a nice booklet. We have a beautiful blue book for the watch with golden writing. Inside we find the international warranty card, and I had to hide the QR code of it, because if with this QR code you can register the watch and lengthen the warranty, and of course I don't really like if you would register it or anyone else would register the watch of mine. But this is cool. By the way, I have already registered this watch and I have lengthened my warranty. Just simply take a shot with your mobile phone or cell phone of that cool QR code of the plastic warranty card. That will take you the page of the Girard-Perregaux. They will ask some information about you, and now you have just registered the watch, and they will answer in 1-2 days with the exact time when the watch was produced, manufactured, and they will tell you how long is your warranty. So we should talk about the wooden box a bit more too, because this is not just great looking and not just matching my rosewood table, but also very clever, really unique with this two-tone color. And I like the opening it. We should press the button here and opening, you see the watch, and this is the only box what will open fully. So Most of the watch boxes stand here, as you see, but not with the Girard-Perregaux, because you can simply open it in this way. You can place things here, so you can even store your watch in the original box, and simply looking cool and beautiful and absolutely unique. You know, I have got over 100 luxury pieces since the last 10 years, and none of that, not Patek, not AP, not Rolex, not Omega, none of them has got this style of box. I like it. And one more thing, there is a soft closing system here, so if we open it, if we are trying to closing it, that wouldn't be too nice if it just jumped down and close it like an old toilet covering. You may know what I'm talking, or an old closet, but this is stand. Here is a braking system, so this is standing in this, and will, as you see, will stop here. So there is some kind of air brake system in the closing part. So this is very cool. Just open, and here close the book. Inside we see some nice blue colored screws with some little GP logo. So if I bring it closer, you see that blue stickers. This is possible to screw out, doing nothing, but this is a nice little detail. And also I can screw it back, of course. This is very high quality leather, of course, not a question. And this is it. We have got some stickers here. I used to keep them. So I put it back, take out the watch, and let's talk about the watch. Alright, so here we go with the watch only. And I must tell, and you may saw my video, so you can agree with that, I have tried already lots of luxury pieces, and Girard-Perregaux Laureato, I hope I pronounce it well, is one of the finest and the biggest good surprise for me. So I thought, or I knew this watch is cool, it will be cool, I will like it, but from the first sight I opened the box, I started to love this piece, because this is absolutely amazing and super cool. Of course, the watch is really, we can say, similar or can be compared to the Patek Royal Oak or the Patek Philippe Nautilus, and mainly in style, because yes, the dial is some kind of texture what is used by Patek, not the same, of course, not the Code de Paris, if I knew well, sorry, I don't speak French, so something like the Code de Paris. This is very, very similar, but of course not the same. But who cares? Lots of watch brands use this texture, and if you check the latest Patek Royal Oak line, you will see some sunburst dials or some plain dial without this texture. So if AP can sell or produce watches with a sunburst dial, why not other brands could create a watch with these kind of textures? You see my point, I guess. So this is okay for me, but the huge indexes, the huge hands, the huge GP logo, Laureato automatic, Girard-Perregaux, you see the 1691 year, you see the date window, what is super cool for me, because the background is dark blue, so not black, not white, like for example Patek use it, but matching the color, so always very fine. I like the sticked indexes, very nicely done. They are big but not oversized, very cool. The sapphire glass is a bit domed, so it gives a nice bigger look, some kind of loop effect over the dial. So the watch, what is 42 mm wide in case diameter, looks much bigger, or even not the watch but the dial looks bigger thanks to this magnifying effect of the domed sapphire glass. So this is it. Back to the AP Patek Philippe comparison line. This watch is, yes, maybe similar, yes, even the case form is similar, but if you may know, Royal Oak, Audemars Piguet Royal Oak was presented in 1972 by Audemars Piguet. That was designed by Girard-Perregaux, who is, of course, we all know, a super famous legend in watch designing. So really a legend. And in 1976 was the Patek Philippe Nautilus presented by Patek Philippe. What watch was also designed by Girard-Perregaux, who was a freelancer designer. So this is not a big deal. He designed watches also for Omega or IWC or EVC, as I used to mention, and lots of other brands what maybe we not even know about. So this piece can be in that line, but this wasn't created or designed by Girard-Perregaux, but the watch, the Laureato series, was presented 1 year before the Patek Philippe Nautilus. So this is cool and this is strange. So it was presented in 1975. The watch was designed by, sorry, I don't remember the name, an Italian architect designer guy. And the Laureato is a name of a movie from the 1970s, what English name calls Degree or something like that. So the name is from a movie, the Italian name of that movie, what must be a legendary movie at that time. I don't know, because I guess no one saw this movie in nowadays, not even heard about this movie, but I will try to download and stream it and watch it. So this is from that era, from an Italian guy, and the watch wasn't look exactly like this modern version what was presented in 2016 on the Rest in Peace Basel World Fair. And the original design of Laureato, the dial we can say was similar, the case form we can say that was similar too, the bracelet looks like this, that was mostly connected to the Omega Constellation design, what is an original Omega Constellation from the 1950s, but in the 60s, when Girard-Perregaux was a younger guy, if we can say that, redesigned the Omega Constellation, and that form of the Omega Constellation and the original Laureato form is similar. So we can say that the Laureato in all ways deeply got inspiration from the Girard-Perregaux works. But I don't think so if this is a problem. Only one thing what is mainly unique and kept from the 1975 edition is the bezel style with the rounded one, and here's a hexagonal or something like that bezel put on the rounded bezel, and the rounded one is highly polished here. The hexagonal bezel is brushed also, like brushed is the case, only the edge is finished with high polishing, and the bracelet is also, the inner links are highly polished, the outer links are brushed, and that's all. And yes, this bracelet is very similar like the Patek Philippe Nautilus bracelet, but that's good, because look at this, how thin is this bracelet, nearly that thin than a Patek Philippe Nautilus. And check the thickness of the whole watch case. This is 10.2 millimeter, and the Royal Oak, an average, for example, the 15 and 500 ST, so maybe the latest blue dialed Audemars Piguet Royal Oak is over 11.5 if I remember well, high, so that watch is higher. Also the Audemars Piguet Royal Oak bracelet is different and more thicker, so don't have this elegant cool style we have got here, and we have got of course on the Patek Philippe Nautilus. But my point is Patek Philippe Nautilus, mainly after Patek changed the actual these numbers 5, 7, 11 series into green, so discontinued at least for a year the blue dial version. The prices, everyone knows, goes bloom, so the original 36,000 Swiss franc price is over, you know, of course you cannot buy because the waiting list is more than 10 years, and because they discontinued the blue one, that is impossible to get. But if you want to have a green one, and you are not some kind of celebrity or a huge money maker guy, or so not a demigod, you see, just an average watch level guy, even if you got lots of money. So if you got that 3,600 Swiss franc, or if you got the double, you simply won't be able to buy that watch. And if you can visit a Patek store or a retailer, and if they put you on the waiting list, you had to wait that fucking, sorry if I say that, but that fucking 10 years. So most people are complaining about the Rolex waiting list, or some kind of fake waiting list, but Patek is way more serious about these things. So you just simply cannot buy that watch, and of course you can buy it over 100,000 more and more euros or dollars. I guess I mentioned too few what is the actual gray market price, but this piece is available. It's possible to buy even on retail, or if you got a used one, you can buy it under retail, and the retail is with this place is 12,000 Swiss franc, what is a really good price for a really cool watch like this, what is similar to Audemars Piguet Royal Oak or Patek Philippe Nautilus, but not that kind of similar, not a homage. You see, it's not a clone, not a homage piece. It not replicates the AP or the Nautilus. Even the history of the Laureato is older, okay, only with 1 year, but older than the Patek Philippe Nautilus. And I guess this is a clever move, and not just a clever move, but you would buy a very greatly done and cool looking watch for that money. You see, this is opening like this. And one more thing, you have got here real manufacturer movement, automatic movement inside. You may know Audemars Piguet is strongly connected to Girard-Perregaux, sorry. So the Girard-Perregaux, and in the AP Royal Oaks you will never find, or only the newest, but the old versions you will never find AP in-house movements, because they don't use them. They use Girard-Perregaux movement, and if you buy a chrono version you will get a Dubois Depraz chronograph module on Girard-Perregaux movement. Girard-Perregaux is one of the best movement manufacturer of the world. This is not a question, but not an AP in-house movement. You will find an AP Royal Oak. Sorry, yes, an AP Royal Oak. Patek Philippe Nautilus is of course different. Patek is very unique and producing a few numbers of watches, so that is different. But I'm not sure if a Patek movement is that much more better than this cool Girard-Perregaux movement, because you should know that also Girard-Perregaux is one of the best movement manufacturer of the world too. This is not information what is commonly known, what is known by everyone, but yes, this piece is very cool. And for example, if I remember well, they create movements, so they have, or we can say that Tudor creates some parts in the same factory what is owned by Girard-Perregaux and Ulysse Nardin, what is also a Kering group brand. We can say that is creating its watch movement at the same factory where Girard-Perregaux creates movement. So all I want to say is in the Kering group, I guess the knowledge and the know-how how to create a super cool and very high quality automatic mechanical movement came from Girard-Perregaux. It's not a question for me. So this is a very cool and robust movement, by the way. I guess the finish, I hope you will see it. The finishing is very nice and very greatly done. Not over decorated, because in fact this is a tool watch, or at least a sporty watch with some elegant touch. But very nicely finished, very nicely done, and also very accurate. I have the watch since 3 weeks or maybe more. I'm wearing it, and this is accurate about less than 1 second per day. So this is how it works. The watch is 100-meter water resistant. Also, one little detail what AP Royalo cannot do, because that is only 50 meter water resistance. This watch has got super cool lume. I will show it soon. And of course, second hand, running second hand, we have got here hour hand, the minute hands, and the date window. And one more thing I really like with this watch is the big crown and the working of the crown. I must tell, I have an Aquanaut and a Nautilus, and operating that little crown is really not the best thing of my life. But with this big one, it's very easy. Okay, and we can buy the watch, of course. It's about 52 hours power reserve, so that's okay. But my point is, what I like it very much, most of the watches you can feel strange when you try to screw back the crown, but not with this. So you just simply push it a bit from right to left and start to screw back, and working perfectly. You won't feel you are killing the screws or something like that, if you know what I mean. So I like it. The links are screwed in two. No quick strap adjusting system here. That would be fun if they would do it, but to tell the truth, changing strap or bracelet on a Patek Philippe Aquanaut Nautilus is a fucking bad experience, so I had to use special tool for that if I don't want to scratch the watch. So that's okay. I like the claps, I like the bracelet, I like anything about the watch. And also we have got, you see, 2 half links, and I also put it in the link, so you can adjust the size really accurate, matching your wrist. So this is it. So I guess this watch is really an underrated piece of the watch market, and if you take my suggestion, don't pay double, 3 times or 4 times or more money on a Patek Philippe Nautilus or a Royal Oak Aquanaut, but buy a GP Laureato, because you have got great in-house manufactured movements, automatic movements, robust movements, accurate movement, beautifully decorated movement. Okay, only the rotor could be a golden one, because the golden rotor of the AP Royal Oak is very, very nice. That's true, but that's the only thing. Don't buy it, or you can buy it, of course, if you got the money, but if you want to be clever, give a chance to this Girard-Perregaux Laureato piece, and you can have it from ceramic in black, and there are of course black dial, white dial, grey dial. The new Infinite edition with limited edition with black dial and golden indexes. So lots of options in great price, available on retail or under retail maybe if you buy it used. So I guess this is a watch what won't disappoint anyone. And let's see a wrist check how it looks like on my 21 centimeter wrist. I guess this is really cool. With the Patek Philippe Nautilus rakva out with the bigger wrist size, you will feel the 40mm watch is really small. Trust me, that is small for a bigger wrist. This watch is not small. This is perfect if you ask me. And really cool looking and really nicely done. And really great accuracy. All is super fine. I must tell I'm in love with Girard-Perregaux. So let's see that lume and alright, you see the watch is on my wrist and there are lights in the room definitely, but now you can see the lume power of the indexes. Let's make a little more darker here. Now you see this is really strong and beautiful. And one more thing I forgot to mention, maybe in this angle you see the indexes and the hands are very nicely polished. This is really close or similar what Grand Seiko use with Zaratsu polishing. So if the light comes from that angle or that direction, the index and the hands are started to reflection super strongly and gives a super nice look of the watch face. And I never seen this effect on an Audemars Piguet Royal Oak, for example. So what else can I say? This watch is perfect. Thank you for watching and see you later.